One of the things we've been working on for me vocally is like, extending my range. And there's this thing like, and it's weird, I never thought of it until I started taking these lessons, where like my voice will like catch, and it's like this constriction that's happening, so I can really feel it. It's, now that I've become very conscious of it, and yeah, so it's cool when I can make that not happen.
It's back.
I'm sorry?
The good bass is back.
Good bass is back, yeah. Can I have an egg?
Yes.
So I figure we'll just work through that list that I
Sure, yeah.
Do it.
sent.
Coal mine?
Yeah.
One second.
Is it the only instrument that can tear up a floor? Probably not.
No,
Sure there are others.
definitely not.
Pianos,
Well, there's the famous.
piano kind of sits there. This one you could really
Yeah,
dig
this
some
one.
grooves in.
There's a famous picture of, is it Roy Haynes? I think might be a drummer, like, hammering nails into the floor
Oh,
in
to
front
keep
of his
the
drum
thing,
set.
yeah.
So,
that's true. There is
Yeah.
that.
yeah, I think it's Roy Haynes. I forget who it is. One of the guys from that time period.
Every good drummer I've ever played with migrates forward unless nailed down.
Yeah, or like I have or a carpet. Like now
Right.
they have these carpets that,
Right.
that kind of keep it pretty much in place, which is nice.
Okay.
Okay.
Call
Coal
mine.
mine, yeah. I'll try not to go too fast. Working in the coal mine, going down, down. Working in the coal mine, oops, about to slip down. Working in the coal mine, going down, down. Working in the coal mine, oops, about to slip down. 5 o'clock in the morning, already up and down. Oh, I'm so tired. How long can this go on? Working in the coal mine, going down, down. Working in the coal mine, I'm supposed to give you half a day. Here you go, have some. Working in the coal mine, going down, down. Working in the coal mine, oops, had to slip down. Working in the coal mine, going down, down. Working in the coal mine, oops, had to slip down. Lost some big little money, all go by the ton. When Saturday was around, too tired to have any fun. Working in the coal mine, going down, down. Working in the coal mine, oops, had to slip down. Working in the coal mine, going down, down. Working in the coal mine, oops, had to slip down. Well, I guess I maybe should have kept singing. Because now I'm a little low.
Lord, I am so tired. I've been working all day. Gates of Steel. Jocko Homo. When a problem comes along, you must whip it.
Oh, 'cause we're working the coal mine, go downtown. Working the coal mine, oops, about to slip down. Working the coal mine. Something like that.
Yeah.
I forget, we talked about one, I think we were gonna do breaks, but I don't remember, and I didn't take any
I don't
notes.
know that we firmed it up.
Right.
You can always just call it if you
Alright.
want.
Eyeball
Okay.
it.
Do something.
Alright.
And
I don't want to ever step on your singing, so like
Right.
some kind of cue from you. If you want to just say guitar or
Right.
do a point at me. Or
Yeah,
something.
I gotta get used to that. That's a really
Yeah.
weird thing. For, like, the last time so when I play with this one dude on violin, like, he's just so fucking good. I'm just like,
Let him go,
Tom,
yeah,
just do
right.
whatever you're doing, whatever. And like, it's just, I just don't even worry about it. And in the past, when I played, like, the last guy I played with for like 7-8 years. Like, he needed to have everything worked out in his head, or he would freak out.
that was a difficult fella.
No, he wasn't that
Not
difficult, but it was just like,
He's not the one who took everything down.
No, no, oh my god, no, not him. There's a guy who, when I was still living in Jersey, he and I played with.
Yeah, it's funny, because I thought I was bad mouthing the other guy.
No, go ahead. Because I found out actually, I hadn't even thought about this.
no.
So, well, there's an ensemble page on the union website, and I had put a thing up for us, right? We didn't get any gigs from it, but whatever, I put it up. So they revamped the website partly because they want to try to help people like that get gigs.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, I'm gonna look at, and it was gone because he probably went to him and said, take it down.
longer, yeah.
But no one ever told me. But I talked to him. I'll put once we get a good picture. I'll put something up and we'll see what happens.
In general, in terms of breaks, I'm going to follow. If either of you are doing anything that's going anywhere, I'll just follow. I'm not going to drop anything. But if we seem to be just eyeball it.
I
Use
tried
speech.
with Jody Drive,
Mhm.
which we have like 4 possible soloists.
Mhm.
For a while,
don't
we
let the
were.
bass player solo.
Well, we do, but he does like once a set, and I
Right.
don't think he wants to do any more than that. But for a while, we were trying to figure it out. Like, this is when we play this song, this is the order of the breaks,
Right.
and this is when they come. And it's just like that's much more of a headache than just being able to
Right.
go like, "Hey, Samina, play," that kind of
Right.
thing. Or
Particularly with
whatever.
this kind of music
Yeah.
that's like really simple 3-chord,
Right.
4-chord
Right.
things.
Right.
Like part of it, like with this other band, we were trying to do sometimes like these really difficult vocal arrangements and shit. So it really helped when things were
Right.
Yeah.
Tight. Right.
You know.
If there are fewer of us.
so cool.
All right.
You are my sunshine.
This is weird. I can't tell if the action feels so low on this,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know if it's. I'm actually concerned, like somehow the top is sinking. I mean, I don't-
Oh, that like
I don't-
sound post.
Well, I mean,
the sound post. I think I just got a glimpse of the sound post. Looks
Oh no,
like
it's
in
there,
place.
and I think it's.
The bridge looks lower than it has been in the past because there's like marks that are higher.
Oh,
You see that?
oh yeah.
Oh, you mean lower on the instrument?
Yeah. Like further away from the nut.
Right.
Right.
But that would actually bring the action up. No, that would bring it down.
I don't know.
Ooh, that's a good question. I think
And that
I
would
think it
mess
depends.
up
I
your
think there's
instruments.
there's
right,
probably
right.
wherever the middle is would be
right.
the highest, and then depending upon which
I
side
wonder
of
if
that
John
you go to.
adjusted the bridge. Ask me.
Well, if he loosened the strings at all, it could have just gotten nudged because it's not
Could have been.
fixed.
Yeah.
But you would think when he put it back together, he would check the intonation, right?
Maybe.
Well, it feels right.
Yeah,
I mean,
and if
Or
the
maybe-
intonation's on,
maybe
then I
Lisa's
would worry.
cats got at the bridge.
maybe. Maybe so.
Yeah. I mean, what work was he supposed to do?
Oh, all he was doing was the end pin was bent, it wasn't moving.
Oh,
So all he did was hammer it back and pull it out.
no.
But
long as
but it also gets the other bass is so high action and difficult.
Right.
It might just feel, too easy.
Yeah. As long as it's intonated, feels intonated. Put that on.
even know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. Please don't take my sunshine away.
Last one.
Please don't take my sunshine away.
Something like that.
Can we end on the B minor? Roland was a warrior from the land of the midnight sun. Humps and guns for hire, fighting to be done, done. The deal was made in Bryn Mawr on a dark and stormy day.
Is that Warren's even?
Yeah.
Rolling the Headless Thompson Gunner.
It's been a long time since I listened to that.
Warren.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, I only have one of his albums, Excitable Boy, so every once in a while.
Yeah. I mean, I listened to that song.
That song
it's just
is
so
one of
fucking
the
creepy.
great, all-time great songs.
Rolling?
Build a kid. Well, Excitable Boy.
Yeah, I was gonna say, talk about
Yeah.
crazy.
Build a cage with a bump. It's
Oh, yeah,
it's
Yeah,
brutal.
that's a very well. That's like some of the early Beatles songs.
Yeah.
Listen to some of the early Beatles songs. Catch You With Another Man.
Oh,
That's
God.
the end.
Yeah.
Little girl.
Oh, my God.
And there's some other songs like that that are really kind of stalkery, creepy.
Under my thumb.
Yeah. Oh my God. Right. Yeah.
And
But
some
building a cage with a bone seems like another one. But
Another
it
level.
reminds me a little bit of the Dreadful Wind and Rain, which is like one of these old murder ballads where there's two women who are like fighting over the miller, and then I think he kills one of them, and then a fiddler finds her bones and builds a fiddle. And the only song that fiddle will play is The Dreadful Wind and Rain. The song
Do you
that you're
know it?
singing. A little
we
bit,
should totally
yeah.
There are so many super
Yeah.
creepy. In the early days of Amazon, when they only sold books, I wanted the Alan Lomax book, and I couldn't find it, and I bought it through Amazon. That was the first thing I ever bought through Amazon, and that is all the stories of all the old, I mean, now you can get that stuff really easy. Back then, I couldn't find a copy anywhere.
Do you guys know a pop song? I think it was late '60s called "Timothy" by the Boys. Buoys. It's a very cheerful pop song about 3 kids who get trapped in a cave and 2 come out. And nobody will talk about what happened to them.
Oh shit.
That's a really good one. It's got all these strings on it.
These are for our Halloween set.
Yeah, man. Oh, there's so many creepy. And like I said, in folk music, so many creepy love songs too. Like things about weird triangles and shit.
Long Black Veil.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Satisfied Mind.
Satisfied Mind.
How many times have you heard someone say? I feel like we were doing it faster, maybe, or something. Why does it not? Why am I having trouble finding the groove here?
Yeah, were we doing this one?
Oh, we maybe were at first, but then
Can we slow it down?
Maybe.
Okay, you might be
But
right.
whatever you want.
No, I mean let's try.
You're singing, so.
Yeah, no,
You
let's
gotta
try
feel
it
it.
at this.
Okay.
Let's, how many times have you heard someone say? Why is this feeling like so
I
weird?
thought it was
today?
because I think we're playing it wrong or different. I thought it was goes to E A back to E. Is it pass through?
Passes through G.
G?
Yeah.
Okay,
On the way there.
that's probably on the
But
way there.
I don't think that's
not on
what's-
the way
that's
back.
what it's- Yeah.
Right? Okay.
Mm. and money. I guess it's my way. Little they know it's hard to find one rich man in town with a satisfied mind. Once I was living fortune and fame, and I dreamed of get started life's game. Suddenly it happened, and I'm richer by far with a satisfied mind. Money can't buy back or rich your old. A friend when you're lonely, or peace in your soul. Wealthiest person is a pauper at times.
Over at times.
Compared to the man
It's the man with
the
a
satisfied
satisfied
mind. My life is over. My time has run out. My friends and my loved ones, I'll leave them no doubt. One thing's for certain when it comes to my time. Leave this old world with a satisfied mind. Still feels a little weird. I'll go back and listen.
It was like last time we played, it was really good.
I know. It's like okay.
I know,
It just feels a
yeah.
little stilted.
It made me tear up last time.
Yeah,
This
last time
it's
it was
what are you
like,
talking
yeah,
about?
I don't know.
So three other observations. First of all, I have a bad habit of treating a lot of my musical projects as humor or trying to inject humor where.
Right.
So I'm gonna try to not do that. To try not to do what I just did. Yell out, "Satisfied mind." 'Cause
I think I think a big part of it will depend upon where we
the
play.
context, right? But I'm not gonna default to that.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna
Like
try-
if we're playing, like I was actually, it's so funny you mentioned that because I was thinking about that the other day because I tend to be very serious.
Right.
You know, like I mean, even if I say a joke, it's really dry, and a lot of times
Right.
people are like, don't pick up on it
Yeah.
like it gigs, you know. So I was like, oh, I kind of like the fact that Elliot's a little lighter
Yeah.
and might, you know, particularly like if we
Right.
play like you know any of these corner little bars, like
Right.
that would be
Right.
like.
Yeah, no, I just
Yeah.
don't want. I really don't want to. I want to be really careful to not undercut it by treating it not by appearing to not treat it seriously.
Right.
So I want to be careful. But
Yeah, and I appreciate that.
that's one. And then, and to that end, I'm not gonna. Well, just to that end. But can we actually? Maybe there were only two things. Can we actually come back to? Can we try to that? Find it. I'd love to find the note that we can. Da 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 da. In the old world with a satisfied mind.
Yeah. So, like, you want to do like the last line?
Yeah, just the last time.
One thing's for certain, when it comes to my time, I'll leave this old world with a satisfied mind. One thing's for certain, when it comes to my time, I'll leave this old world with a satisfied mind. One thing's for certain, when it comes to my time, I'll leave this old world with a satisfied mind. One thing's certain, when it comes to my time, I'll leave this old world with a satisfied mind. One thing's for certain, when it comes to my time, I'll leave this old world and a lung, and a pancreas, and whatever else comes spewing out.
I'll leave this old world of the satisfied lung. Can we do that one at the end? Because I think if I walk
Yeah,
up,
yeah,
we'll
yeah.
be
Come
better.
back to it, yeah, without a doubt.
Yeah, all right. Because I would like to be able to find a.
Well, it's so weird too. Singing is so weird. Like, so I hadn't had a lesson for a few weeks because my teacher, she was out taking care of her sister, and I hadn't practiced a lot. And it was so weird how within like the first 10 minutes, how different my voice sounded from like the beginning of the lesson till like about 5-10 minutes in when it also was like, oh, all that rust came off.
Right.
It's just like, oh, I'm open again. Here we go. Now today it's weird, like, so I sometimes have wax buildup problems in my ears, and like right now
Wax
this
build
ear,
up opportunities.
yeah, for what? For grossness to come dripping out of my ear.
Special candles.
All I know is that right now I'm having a little trouble hearing in this one ear, so it's kind of weird.
Have either of you ever heard of the thing where they stick a tube in your ear and light it on fire?
Yeah.
The wax
Yeah,
gets
yeah,
out? Okay.
yeah.
Have you done that?
No,
Okay.
I use, well,
It's
either
Q-tips.
deep rocks. No, like when it
Or
gets
use
really
the
bad,
old,
I gotta
right,
use that stuff.
Yeah.
And there was one time, and I hope it's not getting there again, where I had to go to the doctor when
And
they
have it
used like,
altered out.
basically, and then a pressure thing.
Yeah.
and
Well,
shit.
it
was
you
gross.
can get these at CVS too, but like you put warm water in
Yeah,
it. It's
I
just
had-
kinda- And it's like it's got multiple things coming out, so they kind of hit it, and the idea is to melt it, but also to kind of get a suctiony water thing going on.
Yeah, I have one of those too for after you put the stuff in. Yeah, it's gross. Yeah, I remember the first time I did it at the doctor, they were just, it was like skunk, and there was like this gross chunk of like disgusting.
Like, what the hell? Did I do that?
That was in my ear.
Right.
Oh, that's horrible.
The human body is
It's a nightmare, man.
what's going on in here.
So, Dark is a Dungeon?
Yeah. Dumb as a doorknob. Trying to get out of all the jokes before we start.
All young fellas so young and so fine, each night your fortunes way down in the mine. Form like a habit, deep in your soul, dream of your blood so black as a coal. Dark as a dungeon and damp as a dew, dangers are double and the pleasures are few. Rain never falls and the sun never shines. Dark as a dungeon way down in the mine. Many are sorry I messed you guys up. Live just to labor his whole life away.
Like the fiend with his dope and the
Drunkard to his wine, a man will have lust for the more of the mind. Dark as a dungeon and damp as a dew, dangers are double and the pleasures are few. Rain never falls and the sun never shines. Dark as a dungeon way down in the mine. I'm a little lost as to where we are. Midnight, morning, or middle of day, same to the miner who labors away. Where the demons of death often come by surprise, follow the snake and you're buried alive.
It's
Dark as a dungeon and damp as a dew, the dangers are double and the pleasures are few. Rain never falls and the sun never If the blaze are few, rain never falls and the sun never shines. Dark as a dungeon way down in the mine. So how long should we make the turnaround between like
Between the verses?
Yeah.
I thought the half length was good. Because that's actually kind of nice. Because that's something you find in a lot of those recordings.
Okay.
You know, people don't
Yeah,
always
so
do.
just going through, like if you were going through one line of the verse.
right.
Yes, right.
Yeah, and
That's
then,
it, right?
and then you can start singing. Yeah.
Right. Okay. That's what I thought we were working towards,
Yeah,
but I
right,
just
right.
want to make sure we were.
With the added benefit that if we miss the vocal, we just go around.
Right. Yeah. You guys want to move on? Go through that again?
Yeah, no,
Good.
I mean, I'm good too.
Folsom Prison.
Folsom Prison.
It's funny, I feel like my bass playing is getting a little bit better each week, but my vocals are like straying farther and farther from the truth.
I feel like, you know, it's with singing, I feel like it's just knowing what you're gonna sing. And we don't know that yet.
Yeah.
So that can be hard, particularly with like trying to do harmonies and stuff, because
Yeah, every
it's hard not to follow directly with the lead
Right.
singer singing, and then when you're reaching for certain notes, it's just like
yeah,
it's hard.
and it really does. I think exactly what you say is it comes out of the fact that when I open my mouth for harmony, I don't
Know where
I
you're
don't
going.
have an idea.
Yeah,
I'm looking. I'm already like looking for a note.
And there's some people who can do that. I am not one of those people
what?
who just knows. Like they open their
right.
mouth and they know the third or the fifth, and it's just
Right.
um,
I can always find the root pretty much.
Yeah.
Like if I'm singing backup, I could, because you know, like I did choir for 4 years in high school, singing bass.
Yeah.
So I can always find the root.
yeah.
It's when you try to do some of the other stuff
Yeah.
that I get a bit confused.
All right.
If the train comes rolling round the bend, I ain't seen the sunshine inside. Don't know when I'm supposed to rest. Time keeps dragging down. I don't know what I gotta say. The train keeps on rolling on down to the sand and then I was just a baby. Mama told me, son, always be a good boy. Don't never play with guns. But I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die. When I hear that whistle going, I hang my head and I cry. And there's rich folks eat fancy dining car, private drinking coffee, smoking big cigars. Well, I know I had it coming. I know I can't be free. But the people keep on moving, and that's what tortures me. Oh, let's hear some guitar or bass. I don't really care to do that. my blues away. I don't know where that came from, but it was kind of funky and cool. Like it felt like a little bit of calypso-y. I don't know what.
Yeah, it had an interesting track to it. I have this weird thing with this song where I don't know if I actually heard this, but I have it in my head that the first time I ever heard this song, it was sung, I shot a man in Memphis just to watch him die.
Huh.
And I thought that was so badass. And then every other time I've heard it, it's Reno. And it's just a little less badass.
Wow.
Because in Reno, it's probably like a gambling dispute or something.
Right.
Memphis,
For Memphis, it's just like
something
some Stag Lee stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fighting over a woman or a guitar or something.
And I don't know, like, would he have sang it different? Would he have
Oh, sure.
substituted a different city?
Yeah. I gotta believe
where
that
would I
depending-
have heard that?
It could have been maybe on his show. He had a TV show.
Maybe.
Oh, that's
You would have been a
right.
little. You would have been a little kid.
Yeah,
probably.
I don't think I watched that show. But maybe I heard like a live recording of it.
Yeah, maybe I'm like, because there's a bunch of live recordings out there.
Queeter always sings, I shot a hipster in Fishtown. But it's
Well, that's just it, I'm sure he
10 years out
personalized
of
it.
date.
Right?
Hipsters left in Fishtown.
Even the hipsters got priced out.
Absolutely.
All right. Ow, long black veil.
10 years ago.
It's funny because I gotta think like some of these songs I'm doing for these shows in March, so I'm doing them obviously differently when I'm playing guitar, but also I'm doing them with a bit of a different feel because it's just me.
Right.
So I gotta like transition in my brain. There was someone new to make the town alright. There were few at the scene, all did agree that the one who ran looked a lot like me. All seasons, long black veil, this is my grave. My wind's way. Nobody knows, nobody sees. Nobody knows but me. Judge son, what is your alibi? You were somewhere else, and you don't have to die. Not a word will win my life. Been in the arms of my best friend's wife. Black veil, this is my grave, my winds wail. Nobody knows, nobody sees. Nobody knows but me. Afternoon's high, turning me to the crowd, shed not a tear. Sometimes at night, cold and long that day, she cries, oh my bones. Across these long black veil, this is my grave, I wouldn't nobody knows, nobody sees, nobody knows but me.
That's the way we did it last time, right?
I think so.
Pretty much.
I mean, that one is actually consistent.
Yeah. That one has been pretty consistent.
I like your notes on the drums. Doc, dig, dick, doc.
Thank you. Hey, man, it's like, come on, like,
Hey,
bang, bang, you know what I mean?
You know, the drum notation.
Drum notation is weird, yeah. I can't really.
This makes more sense to me.
Yeah. Well, because there actually is, like, this means hi-hat, this means open
Right,
hi-hat,
right.
this means set, like, there is all this kind of, don't ask me.
Shish kebab.
Yeah, I don't know. I did choir in high school, not band.
What we got next?
True love will find you again.
I think we got a cat wanting to come in.
Oh, is there a cat outside? That's my guess. That's not supposed to be like that.
Maybe not.
I'm hallucinating again.
Sorry, it's possible. Let's see. No? Maybe I'm not.
Where's the cat?
Wow. Is someone actually reading the Iliad? Is that just hold the magazines in place?
My son read it for class in the fall, and while it was out, I got out and read a little bit of it.
Yeah.
I want to be able to talk to him about it.
Pretty gruesome. Lots of carnage in that one.
Lots of carnage.
I did read that one in college.
Yeah.
I never read the Odyssey though.
It's
Hey.
less. It's more fun.
Yeah.
Which one is the Odyssey?
Yeah, there's more weird shit.
Yeah.
And less carnage. Well, it's a lot of
Different
death,
kind of
different
carnage.
kind of
Yeah.
And
This
his-
is like warfare. This is like battle.
Yeah, his
yeah.
black
yeah.
blood spilled and stained the earth. Black blood is always staining the earth.
Right. The black blood is of your enemies, of course, because they're evil, so therefore their blood is black, right?
No,
Doesn't
oh,
matter.
it's objective. There's no in this. I don't know if you've read it, but there's no.
No.
Good, it's not
No
told
good
from.
guys, and it's just
Yeah, it's just
carnage.
So an omniscient third person who doesn't
Yeah.
hold value in terms of one
Right,
side or the
right,
other
yeah.
being
Purely,
more
right,
more
right.
in the right or wrong or any of that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
No, I've never read that.
No,
I
at
did
the
read.
end, at the end, everybody dies.
I did read Ulysses by Joyce.
Oh, that's good
I did read that.
It's the same thing. A lot of carnage, a lot of black blood spilling the earth, and there's no right and wrong.
Did see, oh brother, where art thou?
That's
Yeah,
right.
I saw that too.
See the movie? Did you read the Odyssey? No, I saw the movie. If you want to get Todd Young mad, you talk about the Oh Brother Where Art Thou.
Oh yeah.
Why?
Because
He
it's
doesn't like.
disrespectful to the South, to the Southerner.
It is.
Southern man. Well, he's like, they portrayed us all as a bunch of morons and one-eyed lunatics and killers, and that wasn't fair.
It's a movie. It was funny.
Yeah, because we're from Philadelphia. And he's from Tennessee. He's like,
I don't know. I think a lot of Southerners liked it.
Todd Young would tell him where to go. know, it's funny. I should probably ask him how I felt about that movie because there was somebody else, and I'm trying to remember what this was, in my life who for years and years I told the story about how they hated something. Mm-hmm. And I got the chance to talk to. This is a stupid story to tell because I don't remember who it was, what the thing was. But I remember like, or if it was a book or movie or song or an artist. But I just remember like having to reassess my, like 30 years of my life because I had told everybody that so and so disliked such and such. But now, fortunately, I don't remember any of it. So
yeah. In a few billion years, the sun will explode.
That's right.
It won't matter.
Well, it won't matter to God. True love.
Everything matters to Todd.
Find out just who was your friend. Don't be sad, I know you will. Don't give up until true love finds you in the end. Promise with the catch. Only if you're looking can it find you. 'Cause true love is searching too. How can it recognize you as you step out into the light, the light? Don't be sad, no you will. Don't give up until true love finds you in the end. Don't be sad, no you will. Don't give up until true love finds you in the end.
It's a great one to close us out with.
Yeah, I love closing this out. It's like, you know, it's short, it's pretty, but it's also a little odd in its own way. Yeah. But not so odd that it's off-putting.
Yeah.
You know? Big Yellow Taxi, which I've only tried like the one time.
Does like the.
Oh wait, it starts out with the 4.
I'm forgetting how it goes. Does it go up? There?
Yeah, exactly right. D.
Oh, it's not. Are we playing it in C?
I thought we were
I
playing
think
D.
so. Oh, all I know is
C. No, we played in C and C.
Okay, so it'll be
No,
F. That doesn't sound right. Maybe we're in G, so it's. Maybe that's right.
yeah, I think it is it.
Hey, paradise, put up a parking lot. With a pink hotel, boutique and a swinging hot spot. Don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you got till it's gone? It museum. Charge the people $1.50 just to see them. Don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you got till it's gone? They paved paradise with a parking lot. Farmer, put away the D&D now.
These spots on my apples, but maybe the birds and the bees.
Don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you got till it's gone? They paved paradise with a parking lot.
Gotta do that like 2 octaves higher than I can.
Night, the screen door slam, and the fee of the taxi flew away my old man. Don't it always seem to go? Don't know what you got till it's gone. It's paradise, parking lot. Don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you got till it's gone? It paved paradise, parking lot. Parking lot. Paved paradise, parking lot. Yeah, there's a weird giggle. Alright, so this is good. We're getting through these. They're sounding mostly like songs. We'll work on refinements. You know.
What else we got?
There was there one other one? Yeah, but we kind of half did Carmelita one time. I don't know if those chords are right. That was what I found online. I don't know if that's what we had done last
Have
time.
you sang this?
Yeah, he was singing it, so
You gonna play it on C?
I figured I'd put it in here.
I hear mariachi static on the radio, and the tubes they glow in the park. Sorry?
Do you want to go up to D? Feel low for you? Or? I mean, whatever you want. I know C is weird to sing for some reason.
I hear mariachi static on the radio, the tubes they glow in the park, and you're hearing in the sonata. I'm up there in Elkins Park. Carmelita, hold me tighter. I believe I'm singing now. All strung out on heroin in the outskirts of town. Well, I pawned my Smith Corona, and I went to meet my man. He hangs out near Cook Wissahickon at the CNC custard stand. Carmelita, hold me tighter. I believe I'm sinking down. I'm all strung out on heroin in the outskirts of town. Got one?
Verse or
You do it.
not a verse, but
Got a solo?
sitting here playing solitaire.
I'm sitting here playing solitaire with my pearl handle deck, and the county won't give me no methadone. They put on your welfare check. Carmelita, hold me tighter. I think I'm sinking down. I'm all strung out on heroin on the outskirts of town. I'm sitting here playing solitaire with my pearl handle back, hormone boyfriend wants to come and break my neck. Carmelita, hold me tighter. I think I'm sinking down. All strung out on heroin on the outskirts of town. All strung out on heroin on the outskirts. That's G. Just A to G.
A to D.
A to D.
At the end. Right? So B, D, on the outskirts.
Oh, it doesn't go right.
I mean, you could.
No, it's better. No, it's back. All strung out on heroin, the outskirts of town. Maybe a little slower here.
Sure.
Do that one more time. a little bit.
Sure.
Upon my Smith Corona, I went to meet my man. He hangs out by Cookwasagan, by the CNC custard stand. Carmelita, hold me tighter. I believe I'm sinking down. All strung out on heroin, the outskirts of town. Carmelita, hold me tighter. I believe I'm sinking down. All strung out on heroin, the outskirts of town. It's a B minor, right? I don't know. That's what I would want to go to. Carmelita, tighter. Believe I'm sinking down. All strung out on heroin. Now you're right about that. It's a D, 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 A, D, A, back to D. Yeah. But just that first one. Believe I'm sinking. Oh, because you want to go to A. Carmelita, hold me tighter. I believe I'm sinking
It's just
down.
back to G.
Oh.
I think.
Okay, no, that works. I'm gonna go to the B minor there, but not sure he does that.
I mean, you could.
I believe I'm sinking down. All strung on heroin, the outskirts of town. All strung out on heroin, the outskirts of town.
But you don't. Do you do that B minor every time, or is it usually
I
a
just
G?
I usually do it on the chorus.
Yeah.
Do you think? Do you?
It sounded good with the G.
It does. It sounds a little bit better with the G.
Less like an ending.
Yeah.
So like the last time you.
Oh,
did
the
it,
last
yeah.
time. Like, that's right. The very last time. That makes sense.
Good, you can pause on
All
it.
strung out on heroin in the outskirts of town. Carmelita, hold me tighter. I believe I'm sinking down. I'm all strung out on heroin in the outskirts of town. Written by the great Gigi Allen.
Not Warren Zevon?
No.
But
No, what
Gigi Allen
you know
did
who
cover it?
Gigi Allen is?
yeah.
Okay, so he's kind of a joke, punk rock. Well, not a joke.
Yeah,
Like-
he's
He-
a spectacle.
Yeah, exactly.
I think it's better than a
Ate
joke.
shit or smeared shit.
Yeah.
He did all kinds of
Oh,
weird
oh,
shit.
yeah.
All kinds of like
He disappointed his fans because, well, me, by he always promised to blow himself up on stage with a dynamite vest on a Halloween show as his final performance, and he fucking OD'd. What a loser!
Was it on Halloween at least?
No, I think it was like Easter. I don't know. But he did this one great country record. I think it's great. With all these, really miserable songs like that one. And when Zevon does it, it's like, sort of suave and elegant. Yeah. But when he does it, when Gigi Allen did it, it's just like dirty. It's just like, oh, gross. I don't want one of those guys.
Well, it's when you listen to Zevon do it, the I'm all strung out on heroin, it feels almost like a throwaway in the song. In terms of to me, it's like, he's singing all this pretty stuff. It's like, I'm all strung out on heroin at the outskirts of town. It's just like...
it doesn't sound desperate enough.
Right, it doesn't sound desperate enough. Right,
Sounds
imagine
a
Gigi
little
Allen.
Romantic. There's a little romance.
Yes, oh God.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's exactly right.
Yeah.
Zevon's version has like the romance of the urban junkie.
Right.
And Gigi Allen's just like, yeah, man, I just took a lot of cock to get a shot last night.
Right.
Covered in shit. And I just,
Very different.
There's been a lot of ink
California.
spilled over the line about the Pioneer Chicken Stand on Alvarado. Because apparently there is no Pioneer Chicken Stand on Alvarado, and there never was. So there's a lot of discussion about whether it was an intentional mistake.
Or it's a song from an alternate universe.
Right. Or it means something.
The
People are
real
desperate
reason
to
is
find meaning.
it sounded good. It sounded good.
Alvarado, exactly right. He
real
couldn't
nice.
sing. He couldn't sing Rodeo Drive. It just didn't fit.
The next one I had that we had done was Hand Me Down My Walking Key.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if this works with this setup.
Oh, okay.
It feels like a very string bandy.
I like it.
You liked it? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I would.
Maybe we could play it.
You want to
I
try it
think
again?
actually, if you veto it, I won't.
No, I don't.
I won't advance it.
I just don't want to press it if it doesn't feel like it's fitting.
Well, it
the
feels good to
sideboard.
me, but
Well, no. Here's the important. Here's part of what it is for me. Particularly if we end up playing gigs that are more than one set.
Got a low battery.
Having other voices and other sounds, as long as it's not too
Right.
far out of left field, is actually a good thing.
Yeah.
Break up the field.
I'm happy to play this. I could also, I was thinking some stuff that doesn't work in my other band. This is kind of more in line with what I generally play. Mm-hmm. But I've been learning older Irish songs. I don't know if you guys would be into trying
man.
some of that stuff.
I'll do it.
I mean, all that early folk crap from Appalachia is really recirculated Irish and German folk tunes, right?
It's also like the urban Jew in us. The urban Jew in us is like, that folk bullshit. It's
It's all really Irish stuff.
Well, we could try this one again.
Yeah, no, I like it because it's got that one great line. It's got a lot of great lines, but it's got my sins have over. I think I've been thinking about that a lot the last couple of days. That line.
But it's not. That's not the original. That's not the original. That's Norman Blake's take on it. Originally, it was, my sins are. My sins are washed away, or my sins are something.
Oh, no kidding!
Yeah,
and
it
so
was a
he
positive.
Said, oh wow!
Yeah. And he sings, "My sins, they have
I give up.
overtaken me."
Wow,
Yeah.
I like that.
It's too much. I got high, but I got in jail. I got high, but I got in jail. I got high, but I got in jail. Ain't nobody forgo my bell. My sins have overtaken me. Hand me down my walking cane. Hand me down my walking cane. Hand me down my walking cane. Don't leave on the morning train. My sins have overtaken me. Read the stuff.
If I die in Tennessee, if I die in Tennessee,
Should be back by COD.
my sins have overtaken me. Hand me down my walking cane. Hand me down my bottle of corn. Hand me down my bottle of corn.
Gonna get drunk so as you born.
My sins have overtaken me.
Hand me down my walking cane.
Hand me down my walking cane. Hand me down my walking cane.
Will be your morning shade.
My sins have overtaken me.
My sins
Have
have
overtaken me. That's good. I totally do that. And also, that's like the only harmony I can really sing, so that works.
Yes.
Or I'm sorry, that's the only harmony I feel like I'm reliable.
Why do you think that? Why do you feel more comfortable on that than on?
Because I've listened to more of that. My
Gotcha.
voice slips more naturally to that. I've listened to more of that. It sort of makes more internal sense.
Right.
Oh, I like it better. It's my deep Appalachian roots coming out.
Born deep in West Virginia, were you?
I mean, I'm always fascinated. Like, I always feel like when I'm playing that kind of music here in Philadelphia, like the session we did last week in the Foodery, I'm always torn between is this appropriative, or if we come to this legit. I mean, it's a stupid question. Just play music.
Yeah.
But I wonder.
That's a good question.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, it's not. It's. I think if you play it with the okay, here's a perfect. I used to play with a Native American flute player for years, right? I'm not Native American.
No.
I mean, I played.
Wait, but you played with it, but they were.
Yeah, they were, but I wasn't. So if I sat there and played his big powwow drum at a thing, was I being?
Well, I don't think it.
What do you think? Because Ed was there, it was
He
different.
gives you a little bit of.
Right.
Yes.
He gives me cover.
I've come to think of it in this way, that part of why we think of it as Southern Appalachian music is because it lasted longer in that place than it did other places. But this part of Pennsylvania, and where you grew up in New York State, right, had their own fiddle and country music traditions.
Right.
That's true.
That were driven out of existence in part because of industrialization and recording and being closer to big cities and stuff.
Right.
But the people who ended up in those areas that made this music popular and recorded it in the 20s and 30s probably lived in these places before they ever went there. So what makes it more there
Authentic.
than here?
Yeah.
When they played it here a couple decades before they played it there and recorded it.
Right.
That totally doesn't mean there's not problematic uses of it. I bristle a little bit when there's too much. I kind of think of it as whiteface, where it's like Todd's complain about "Oh Brother, Where Art Thou." I'm not gonna sing a song that like luxuriates in hillbilliness or makes fun of people for being country people, because I don't have ownership over that culture. And I'm okay with somebody else doing it if they have ownership over that culture and they feel like they're making fun of themselves.
Right.
Exactly.
But I feel uncomfortable doing that.
Right.
I feel uncomfortable playing a minstrel tune that those folks would have played.
Well, I mean, but that's the other funny thing is all these tunes probably showed up in minstrel shows.
Yeah, they probably did. Yeah.
I mean, to me, I play these songs because I try to pick ones for some reason they speak to me wherever they came from originally. It doesn't, and part of it is the simplicity. I look at bands like the Ramones and these other 3-chord early punk bands, and that's folk music.
Yeah.
Except it was electrified because that's what they had access to. That's what they knew. That's what they had seen on TV when they were a kid.
Right.
They weren't sitting out on the porch listening to the washboard and whatever.
Right.
They were listening to Ed Sullivan and seeing the Beatles.
Sorry, I thought you said Dead Sullivan.
Yeah,
Now I'm totally determined to start a band.
Yes, that's a great
the Dead Sullivans, and it's all gonna be like zombie. Well, we gotta
You gotta wear suits.
Yeah.
They'd be good for Halloween show, right?
Yeah,
Dead Sullivan.
Dead Sullivans. I like that.
Man.
Well, I also think about like there's that story about Charlie Parker always putting on the country songs in the
well, he has a
bar
country album.
in New York.
I don't know. This is
And he'd always put these country songs on when all these jazz folks were hanging out, and somebody asked him, and they were like, "Why are you putting this shit on? This sucks." And he's like, "No, listen to the stories, man. They're great. They're eternal." And then you have Sonny Rollins playing like weird, like Western swing stuff, and just like fucking around with it. Like music's music. It's gonna speak to you in a certain way. It can be used exploitatively.
Yeah.
right.
I don't think there's any like boundaries around.
No.
Well,
like,
Charlie Parker has
if
that
you're doing
one,
it
that one
respectfully.
weird album where he's like playing with like a big like orchestra, like a Hollywood style orchestra.
Oh, in the 50s, it was the it was,
Yeah, I forget what it's called. I have it on my Spotify.
It was what's his name? That was Nelson Riddle? No, it was who was
Oliver
the
Nelson,
orchestrator?
maybe?
No, there was like
I can tell you.
it was the same. I think it was the same guy who did the Frank Sinatra like 50s big band.
Nelson Riddle.
Sorry?
Might be Nelson Riddle, you said.
God, no, it was.
Well, the guy who did the Miles Davis, like the Cool, Birth of the Cool, wasn't that the same guy who did the Frank Sinatra stuff, maybe?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know.
I think so.
It's called the record that I have is called Charlie Parker with Strings. Let's see if the album cover, if you can see. One of the things that stinks about Spotify is they don't give you all the
right, and they have all the years wrong. That's
they have
what drives
so
me up
much
the
of it
wall-
wrong.
That drives me up the world with the world. Drives me up the wall is that, and Apple Music the same thing. It's like all the albums are dated, I think, to when they were posted.
Or when like it'll be like
when it was digitized.
yeah, it'll say remastered,
right.
2012 because they remastered it because they knew it was coming through little teeny speakers now. The one thing that you can do now on Spotify, you didn't used to be able to do this, used to drive me nuts, is get rid of the added tracks. Like there are some albums like I don't want to listen to the outtakes.
I want to hear what they made. Right.
Yeah, I want to. They made decisions.
Right,
Now it was limited by. There's
right.
only 46 minutes or so you can fit on an LP or whatever. But they made those decisions. And also part of it is nostalgia for me. I want to hear it the way I grew up listening to it.
Well, yeah.
Part of it is that.
And also what they intended to do.
Yeah.
Right.
And some albums, like, are you a Violent Femmes fan at all?
Yeah. Not a Rabbit fan, but yeah.
So their first album,
Right,
when
I
they
know
released
that,
it
right.
digitized, they added on the single, which had "Give Me the Car" and "Ugly" on it,
Okay.
which I think are two really good songs. I
But
like
they're
them.
not on that record.
But I
Right.
want that album to end
Right.
with good feeling.
Right, and it's and that's a record that like every song, every segue, you know it, and you're expecting, and it's a whole
And and good
Yeah.
feeling, it's like boom. Ah, yeah, that album was great.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden you hear, ugly, da, 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 so ugly,
Right.
or come on, Dad, give me the
Right.
car, whichever one comes next. I don't
Right.
know. And it's just like you've just ruined this mood
Right.
that this album spent 30 whatever minutes establishing
right,
for me.
right.
You just ruined it.
Right.
I need to go pee. Ruining stuff.
What time is it?
It's a little after 4.
Are you guys? What do you guys? I have nothing to do until Monday morning. That's not true. Not
You got
true.
a chilly cook-off.
chili
I
cook-off.
don't know if you're hosting that or...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, chili.
If you want to come sit
I know
in with
you're
the jug
playing,
band,
yeah.
you're welcome to
I might.
be there. Nothing that you can't handle.
Who else?
Um,
You know?
I feel like we're a couple of bodies shy. I think Gabe's not going to be there, and Laura's not going to be there. So it's me and Adam on strings. And
Lisa.
Oh, what? Yeah, but yeah. I think Susan, Lisa, and Kevin will be there,
Nice.
but not Laura or
Gabe.
Gabe. Oliver. Have you met Oliver, our clarinet player?
Yeah, yeah.
Young guy? Yeah.
I
think he-
accidentally took his clarinet cap thing. I don't know if you ever gave it back
Oh,
to him. Gave
no,
it
I
to
never
you.
did. I've got it. I'm not giving that back. It's a
I think I just grabbed a bunch of shit and put it in my guitar case when we were...
Oh, actually, hold on. I have a song I want to play, and I honestly don't think we should play it because, well, I'll tell you why in one second, but I just want to try.
But you want to tell us...
Yeah, hold on.
You want to show it to us?
Yeah, it has a prop.
As a prop. Tiptoe through the tulips, through the I'm playing around with that song a little bit.
Which one?
Tiptoe Through the Tulips by
I
Tiny
don't
Tim.
know that one.
You don't know that song, Tiny Tim?
You know Tiny?
Oh my God, Tiny
I
Tim
know
was such
about
a
Tiny
weird
Tim, I don't
dude.
know that
Have you
song.
ever
That
actually
was his
seen
big
him?
hit.
Have you seen him ever play?
Yeah.
He's really
Okay,
good.
yeah.
Well, he is if you think about what the ukulele is. Like, I mean,
Right.
when he was young, the ukulele orchestra stuff, like
Oh,
they
yeah.
were like still.
Oh, actually,
you know,
sorry, this sort of tracks around to our discussion about legitimacy and continuity. So like all of my great aunts and uncles played music. They usually played, a bunch of them played in mandolin orchestras and had music at home. I don't know what they were playing, but you know their kids learned music from them, and I learned music from those guys. And anyway, so this song is called Spam Onigiri.
Uh-oh.
And I need you to sing it. It goes spam, 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 onigiri, spam, 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 onigiri, spam, spam, spam,
I'm getting a little
onigiri.
scared already.
Well, that's the part. You just gotta sing that part. And I'll do the rest.
Are you gonna throw this at our face?
Oh no, God, no! I'm just gonna say I went to my usual Chinatown coffee place, and they had onigiri today, and I've never seen them have onigiri today, and they had spam onigiri, so I bought one. Spam, 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 onigiri, spam, 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 spam,
See, this
onigiri.
is why
One
I
of
need
those-
him because I have
One of
trouble
those
doing stuff
songs
like
that you
this.
only play at the bar at the end of the set when people are really drunk.
And
Not as the old
ideally,
folk
I have
song.
enough spam onigiri for everybody, and I just start winging them out. Right. Have a spam onigiri. But again, that's the kind of thing I kind of don't want to do with this
Right.
combo because I don't want to make it ridiculous. I'm probably gonna.
What you were saying there about your family, not to go back to the
Oh, sorry.
serious thing you were talking about before the spam onigiri.
Spam
But,
onigiri is pretty serious.
My wife's family, who are extraordinarily unmusical,
Mhm.
they don't even play music in their
Mhm.
house,
Yeah.
really, which to me is just
Weird,
crazy.
right?
My
Like,
parents
how do
didn't
you
either.
survive?
Right.
How do you get through the day without playing
Right.
some music? But there's a story about a great aunt who played Hawaiian guitar, and
Sure,
I found
right.
some pictures of her, I
Right.
think, at a class, and it was a very like kind of working
big
class,
thing.
middle class
Yeah.
thing where you got one of these
Right.
Yep.
guitars
20s,
with bad
30s.
action and played, with a
They
slide.
weren't bad action. They were
set up that way.
Well, some of them were just shitty guitars. You can't play it this way, but we can.
I had an HG 00 that had been converted to play
Yeah.
Spanish. It was
Yeah, yeah.
amazing sounding, but I couldn't hang. The neck was so wide.
Yeah,
I just
yeah.
couldn't.
Wait, a Martin
It was Gibson.
Gibson. It was HG one guitar.
It was sounded amazing, but I just couldn't.
Couldn't yeah.
But that was a very common thing because
Yeah.
they would tune it to a chord, so
Right.
you couldn't,
Yeah,
you
you could play
couldn't
it easy.
really make
Right.
a wrong note, though
Right.
you can obviously. But same thing with like dulcimers, like
Mhm.
the
We
mountain
didn't have
dulcimer.
TV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Think about it. You didn't
Yeah.
have
Yeah, yeah,
TV.
yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Right.
You know.
People would gather. I mean, and it's not. I mean, don't get us wrong. We're not. None of us are saying like, oh, it was better in the old days.
Right.
But it's just an acknowledgement that in the old that at a certain point, which has really mostly been erased from like general American culture, it was having a piano in the house or some kind of making some kind of music was a more integral part of regular life than it is now.
You couldn't
Yeah,
get
yeah,
it,
for
you
middle
couldn't
class
get it
folks.
anywhere else.
Right?
There's this story about this famous West Virginia fiddle family called the Hammonds,
Mm-hmm.
and they're like legendary. People still
Mhm.
play their tunes and talk about them and try to play the way like that the younger generation that they
Not related to
started-
John Hammond. That's not his
No, no.
family, is it?
I think it's spelled a little different.
Yeah.
But the story is, as soon as they got radio, they just
They
stopped playing.
doing it. Yeah.
And they were like,
Yeah.
it's not about us playing; it's about us having something
Music,
that
right,
entertain, like can
Right.
give
Right,
us some
right.
relief after coming in from a hard day of
Right,
work.
Right.
And if we could just turn on the radio and have it, all the better,
Yeah.
because we're fucking beat.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I gotta tune up the damn fiddle and
Yeah.
bouncing out.
So I appreciate that it's not just like this pure thing where like they were doing it
To preserve
because
tradition. No, they did it
was
because
just
everybody did it.
You
and all of
had
a sudden
to.
they didn't.
Yeah,
do
you didn't
it.
have music if you didn't do it.
Same thing.
Yeah.
We had a horse culture before we
Yeah.
had cars.
Yeah.
They used to do the cars down to shit in your living room.
Right.
Well, horses don't used to shit in your living room. I'm not sure where
No,
that
God, I don't think you would want a horse in your living room. My one, no, horses are big. My one daughter's actually, they're looking for a horse farm now.
Oof.
Yeah, they have horses, so she's like, for what we pay to board them,
Oh yeah, no, we may as well buy a place.
you know, and we used, when we lived in Jersey, we had a place where she had her horses on
Yeah.
our property. And it was great. Yeah.
Go visit the horses.
Oh man, I do kind of miss them sometimes, going out and saying hi to them.
I mean, it's a really cool thing. It's like this gigantic fucking animal you can go out and like hang out with,
Yeah.
and they know you, and they're
Oh yeah,
yeah.
particularly like the one that she still has.
Right.
Like she'd had him since he was young, and he's like he's got such a personality.
Yeah.
It's like
They live for a long time.
oh yeah. He had a pony that just passed. I think he was like 38, which is really old.
Yeah, that's
really
that's aging.
Yeah, well, one is a pony. They tend to live longer.
Longer, right? Smaller.
But her horse, Sully, the old guy, he's like, let's see, Cecily's 31. She got him when she was like maybe 15. He's got to be like 23, 24, or something like that.
Yeah.
You know? So,
Anything else on the list?
well, the other things I have are like my originals, which I don't even know how we want to approach them. Did you guys listen to them at all? Did you?
I think I listened to them at least once when you sent them, but I definitely don't have them like.
Yeah.
Right. So, like, I don't even know how we want to.
Learn those.
Yeah, like I don't know what the best way.
Probably one at a time.
Well, yeah,
Suggestion.
I get that. Thank you very much. That's why you're the actor. I'm retired.
You and I played through that.
Oh yeah, we
suite.
did that
Right.
one time. Yeah.
And you were playing guitar.
I was playing
right?
guitar,
Okay.
yeah. That's what I mean. Like, I don't know how to do this without, like, because I usually do them playing guitar.
I don't know if I
Can I suggest that we
Yes,
Go ahead.
suggest
that
something.
we take an afternoon and go through them. You play on guitar.
Right.
I mean, but let me. If we were to present these, would you want to play them on guitar? Or would you? Be
No, I could put, in this context, I would play them
Drums and sing.
on drum and sing. Are you saying that we maybe should, like, have a practice and, like, we focus on these three
Yeah.
from the start and
Yeah.
just work on these three?
Yeah.
I think that's probably a good idea.
Yeah.
And you have a guitar I could use
Yeah.
rather than having to drag mine.
Yep.
Yeah, let's do that. Maybe
Sure.
maybe I don't know about next time because I'm so in my headspace with these
Right.
Your
shows for
gig
March.
is, you have a gig next Tuesday?
I don't even know right now. I have to check. No, I think next week I have a gig on Wednesday.
Next week I'm out of town. Did I already say this? I'm out of town Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday.
But you're here for Tuesday if we practice.
Oh no, I'm not. I'm
Okay.
in New York.
Okay.
Sorry.
So no practice next Tuesday.
I guess not.
That actually works for me because I have my first gig.
Right.
And then after that, I think I've tried to avoid Tuesdays. Yeah, I have one gig on Tuesday, and that's the end of the month,
Okay.
24th.
Cool.
And I put in your 2 days that you're blacked out into the calendar, so I don't accidentally I'm not even sure how. I think what I will do in terms of booking things for us at this point, you guys, I guess I should ask a couple questions. First, do you guys care if you get paid or not?
I mean, it's nice.
Depends.
Yeah. On the
Depends how inconvenient it is.
Right.
Like if I have to give up something else.
Right.
The short answer is not really.
And if it's a real pain in the
It's-
ass to get to
Yeah,
or something
right.
like that.
Right,
But
right,
if they're
right.
all in the city, then
Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking, if I don't even know, if I reached out to whatever, some little bar and was like, hey, we'll open up and play 45 minutes for somebody, all we gotta do is bring this shit and we
Yeah.
play, that maybe we'd make $20 depending upon the door,
Yeah.
to split. Would you guys want to do something like that, or you just want to do,
I
me to
feel
try
like
to-
there's always a timeline where it's a couple times is alright, and
Right.
then after a while that can get old. But
Right.
I'm not averse to doing it, but I don't I will not want to schlep to
Oh, right.
much outside our. I mean, I leave the neighborhood, but it's sort of case by case. I know case by case basis is hard because you can't do it until.
Well, let me tell you this. I am not going to reach out to places like there's a place when I was playing with Moxie, we played out in Spring City.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that.
Pretty much anything in Center City I would do.
Yeah, that's like I'm thinking
Yeah.
Center City, and then the surrounding
Yeah.
environment
Yeah.
is really all I'm thinking about.
Right.
Now, for paying gigs, unfortunately, I had some good connections that was getting Brandon and me some good paying gigs at senior centers over. Particularly, I got hooked up with the woman who ran the Camden County. I forget the name of it. There's like this center that is named after some South Jersey politician. I can't remember. And this woman ran that, and they had 6 satellite locations. So when she would book us,
You're on tour.
She would book us in all. We did do 2 in
You're
one
on the
day one
circuit.
time. One time we went and did like a 10:30 gig, and then drove and did one at like 1 o'clock or 1:30 at one of her other locations. But then Brandon left, and I haven't talked to her. And the other woman who we were playing regularly, like she left. But I could try to.
Yeah, it's worth a shot.
Right now, those would be like mostly in Jersey because that's where my connections were.
Same thing if it.
But they would
Go
pay.
ahead.
Those
Yeah.
would pay.
Yeah.
You'd make $150 or whatever.
So some places that are real convenient for me, I would feel like I'd be okay even with doing like an open mic. And just doing like 3, like Dawson, maybe.
Or
Wissahickon.
Wissahickon
something
Brewing.
like that.
I would absolutely do like a Manioc open mic circuit for a while.
Mondays can be hard for me, but
Okay.
after these shows they will be less hard. But so like if you were open to that, and sometimes
Yeah, I would do
like
that. Particularly like to get our feet wet and like
One of
just get in
those-
front of an audience together.
one of those dates I have blocked off. It's Jody Drive is gonna do like the featured
Oh right.
performer
Like
at the open mic, so we get like a 30-minute
or
set.
something. Oh, 30? Oh, that's not bad. That's pretty good.
Where's it?
It's at Dawson.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I'll put it up on
Okay.
the
Sure.
Discord and hopefully get some people out
Yeah.
in the neighborhood. So like if there are places that like have good vibes and
Right.
like tend to book people off of the open mic and we feel like we're tight and sound
Right, right.
good,
Mhm.
I think it's worth it then. I think there are some places that are a little exploitative. We were playing at the Tired Hands over in
Mhm.
Mount Airy for a while, the
Right.
beer garden.
Right.
And it was fine, but they kept like asking us to come back and just never offering to pay us.
Okay.
And you get like free beers and everything.
Yeah,
but
but-
after once or
Yeah,
twice,
like-
it's like
yeah.
And
come
also
on.
like I'm driving,
yeah.
Right.
so I'm not
Right.
drinking.
Right.
And they
if I'm going to a place
and
like
they
that.
and they really liked us and
Right.
appreciate our music and we got some tips and everything.
Right.
But it's after a while, it's like I could just do this on the street. Like why am I
Right.
you know
Making
why,
money.
yeah.
Why am I making
Yeah, why
money
don't you
for
share
you?
a little bit of
Right.
money?
Right, and even like I used to play. There was this bookstore that I used to play a lot. Right,
Which one?
one not here. It was
Oh.
in Millville when I
Right.
lived in Jersey,
Mhm.
and she didn't quote pay us, but she would always see the tip jar.
Right.
And when business was good, she used to give us 20,
Right.
and then business kind of, then she started only giving us 10.
10.
But at least she fed the tip jar.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
And
something.
and then
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
and then people
and she got us
started-
coffee, and she was
Yeah.
really nice, and she
Yeah.
had this cool bookstore, and
Sure,
it was like
yeah.
a great place to play.
Yeah.
Right.
So yeah, but you don't want to feel like
Yeah.
people
Like
are
we're
taking
making
advantage
money.
of you.
Right.
Yeah, and especially if they ask you back. Like you asked us back, probably because we made a little money for you.
Right.
And we didn't suck.
So even if
Right.
you pay us $50, like
Right.
pay us something.
Right.
Like,
Right.
you
Right.
know,
We're
Right.
putting money.
symbolically, and a lot of the folks in my band are coming from like media or
Right.
Westchester.
Right.
and it's
Right,
like,
right.
I don't know. I don't want to.
No, I don't
People
want. I
come up
totally
with
agree. The other two possibilities are the Melon Cafe in Germantown, which is a really cool spot. It's really weird to play there because you're basically playing. It's mostly a takeout place with a couple of tables.
What is it called again?
Melilani Cafe.
Oh, that's right next to the Tired
right.
Hands.
Right,
yeah,
right.
yeah, right next to it. Yeah.
And that's like, I played there once. We actually got paid, I want to say $50 each for 3 of us. We made a couple of bucks off tips.
Right.
what
I think
group
they-
is that with?
That was the Murder Hornets. That was me
Okay.
and Todd and George. So I think we could do that if we wanted. And that sort of felt nice. Although it's
Yeah, I would
weird
definitely do
because,
stuff like that.
People are
People come-
sitting eating like.
well,
falafel.
even stranger than that, because people usually come in for takeout, and the only time they get to hear us is literally while they're waiting for their takeout.
Right,
They
yeah,
come in, they order, and they leave. Sometimes they sit down. Sometimes people come sit down. But I actually really liked it. It felt really like busking somehow.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Right. And then the Tired Hands. I would love to play there, but not if they're not
I don't think they're mean spirited about it.
Right.
Like I think.
Did you guys ask for money?
The second, so we played twice there. So we played in 2024, and then we had like a reshuffle of people in the band a little bit, and we played again. And I think the first 2 times it was we reached out to them and were like, hey, we'd like to play. We
Right.
see you're booking shows, and it felt like a fun, no pressure gig. But then they asked us like for more dates and
Right.
stuff, and we're like, yeah, what are you gonna pay this time? And they're like, it's not a paid gig.
Oh,
Right.
well.
Yeah.
It did lead to a nice paid gig where like a beer festival that
Right,
was done at a different location. I don't know if they'll ask us back for that next year, but I don't know.
Well, if you want to ask me, that's actually a place on my list that I'd really like to play. I saw some folks playing there one night, and it was just like the most.
I mean, playing once
location.
and putting out a tip bucket, like
Yeah,
it's
I mean,
easy.
I'll play anywhere.
When it's
like, pretty much.
when it's nicer out, it'll be.
it's a really
It's a
cool
nice
spot.
little spot, yeah.
Right.
And then
Yeah.
the other gig we have is at this vegan bar in New Hope called Dharma Buns, which I'd never heard of, but the banjo player who tries,
Right.
does our booking stuff, he just,
Right.
sent out feelers, and they seem to book a lot, like 2 or 3 shows a week. And good,
nice.
like acoustic and rootsy kind of music and stuff.
And that's us.
But I'll let you guys know how that goes.
Oh,
And
it's
they pay-
vegan.
It is
Shit,
vegan.
we can't do spam on the
Yeah,
air.
right.
Isn't the vegan span? It's got to be vegan span.
And
I don't think
they're
there's vegan spam.
they're paying us. We're playing in their downstairs room, which is free. It's just like
Right.
whoever's at the bar, and they're paying us $200 on a Thursday night, which
Yeah,
feels
It's
like.
not bad.
But I'll tell
I mean, we
you.
got to drive up to New
But
Hope.
the reality is, $200 is still cheap for a live fucking.
Sure, yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it
no,
really
it's,
is, yeah.
it's I mean, going rate should be $150 a person for a set and a half. Right?
Yeah. To me, $100 per person per set is
Right.
fair.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're actually.
You know,
gonna-
now
Yeah.
that's like, are we going to get that? Are we going to go place somewhere 2
course.
hours? We're going to get $600.
Yeah.
We're doing it through the union, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If we're doing it on our own, probably not. Which is okay by me.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, to me, my target is always like I want to make $100.
Right.
That's what I feel good about. You know.
Well, even that's subject like how far I have to go.
Right, exactly. But that's kind of my target. I mean, I remember. So I think I told you guys I used to play at Maurice Pier for a number of summers, and after like the second summer, third summer, I forget what it was. I talked to the young woman. I was like, "Look, I want more money." I was making $250 for 3 hours, right?
Which is
Which was no, I mean this
Oh,
was
at the
10
time-
years ago,
yeah,
12 years
that's
ago.
what
Like
I
I
was-
was
right.
really happy with that, but I was like, I'm still driving 45 minutes down the Wildwood on Friday and Saturday nights and driving back at 1 o'clock in the morning. She's like, Brian, I can't give you any more money. We pay you more than we pay anybody else today. I was like, oh shit, sorry, okay. But like to me, like even that was like $250 for 3 hours. That's less than $100 an hour. That's
Right.
really not a lot of money.
no.
Especially if you're driving down.
Yeah.
You know?
Place, yeah.
Yeah, and hauling my equipment up to the boardwalk and shit. I mean, but
Up to the boardwalk.
under the boat.
We'll be
Do we
carrying
want to play
shit up to
anything?
the-
I don't know. What do we want to do?
Let's play one more.
Okay, what do you want to play?
I don't know.
Were we gonna play? We played a song, Eggman, Egg Shake.
Oh, tell me.
Yeah, we did. I'm just saying. Yeah, I did.
Attenuation.
Yeah, let's do some of
Okay.
your. Let's
All
do
right.
it.
Let me get the uke. Oh
Particularly,
wait, actually, hold on. Do you think you can play it from memory without?
If you can teach it to me.
Let me get the uke. I'll play the uke one more time. And it's actually written. I might even just bring the uke because it's really the song.
yeah, I mean, particularly like if we do any gigs where we're gonna do 2 sets, we're gonna like right now I feel like we could do 40 minutes. Practice or 2 where we kind of buckle down. Like I would feel fine doing 40 minutes, 50 minutes. Add an extra solo in a song or 2 if we need it, and we're good. All right, so I'll start thinking about gig stuff.
I know it's really. It would really be situationally dependent, on how long we have and if we're getting paid. But I have to admit, I would love to bring several instruments and play them all.
Yeah, of course.
Because somebody after the show would come up and say, "Hey man, you play everything!"
Yeah.
And I've always wanted that. Like, he won't know I suck at everything.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's, you know.
yeah. The other thing that I would do, because it's right here, although maybe it's not so appealing for you, is to just busk in the neighborhood.
Well,
And I would love to do Main Street or different spots.
No, I would do. Okay, so last year I started doing some busking.
Right.
Both with this dude Andy who played guitar, who I probably won't play with again. I don't know. He was a nice guy, but a little too out there. I mean, really out there. Really out there. The energy of the universe and all that kind of stuff, right? And then I did some stuff on my own, and I planned to this once the weather breaks. I was hoping this weekend it was supposed to be nicer. Like
Right.
I'm going out by me and playing my
right.
drum
Yeah.
and singing and stuff.
Okay.
So I am totally into busking. I even
Okay.
have a sign, like a little Venmo sign
Okay.
and crap if we wanted.
And,
But I would come out and like hang for the day and busk for a bit.
I in the summer, like as an academic, I
Yeah,
have
a lot of
much more
time.
time.
Oh, right.
So if we
Yeah,
wanted
right.
to go and
Do
do
some,
stuff,
yeah.
like I'll have more flexibility after
I
April.
thought that I was free from the specter of likely employment.
Okay.
but I may end up. I had
Who knows?
not bad news about the job. I mean, it's very tentative, but
Is this the one you were kind of excited about?
the one I was excited about that I was disappointed about because I didn't hear it.
Right.
Now you're
So assuming
tentatively maybe excited.
assuming that doesn't assuming nothing happens with that, I have all the time in the world.
Right.
I'll have to find some way to make a living. But if I have that, that'll cut back I'll severely cut into my
You know,
drinking and dope smoking.
at this
time.
point we have
Yeah.
no gigs.
Right.
None on the
I was gonna say,
horizon.
these are all problems which we don't.
I mean, I'll tell you, part of it is once I get my studio, part of what I'm going to do when I go there, like right now, I can't sit at my computer and do anything because my kitten
Right.
is freaking all in my face.
Right.
You know, and when he sleeps for that hour, I got to shower and shit. You know, so like I'll be able to go to the studio and sit down and like
Right.
reach out to people and start.
What key?
Okay. F.
Yeah.
That's that.
And there are two ways. There are two ways to do the song, or there are a million ways to do the song.
Okay.
But we can either play it through, straight through with the verse. But if the audience seems into it, I'll sometimes try to draw them in.
Oh, cool.
So
Response.
he has a dessert. What do you think his favorite dessert is? That's right, flan. He has some tiny little egg shaped flan. Tiny little egg shaped flan. Tiny little egg shaped flan. Egg shaped flan. Eats the egg shaped flan. As he drives around in his van with his tiny little friend named Dan. He has an egg shaped flan. He's a tiny little egg shaped man. Tiny little egg shaped man. Tiny little egg shaped man. Egg shaped man. Egg shaped man. You tiny little egg shaped man. And I apologize for a little bit of internal inconsistency. I'll try to. I mean, maybe we can work out a consistent form for it. But it's just, yeah. So I'm acknowledging the fact that I'm playing it different almost every time. Not different, but
That's okay. This is
Yeah.
like,
right.
you know.
I just like follow me. I don't know where I'm going.
That's okay. We'll follow anyway.
Okay, so from the top, he's a tiny little. Oh, hey, let's also try. Sorry, this song. It's like this song.
What do you need for us to do to bring the tiny little
Shake Shape Man to life.
Yeah.
We're gonna get the song. We're gonna drive to Mark Shep's house in New Jersey.
Yeah.
Stand outside. We should let's at least for now. Let's help me play a little bit slower.
Okay.
So not breakneck. He's a tiny little egg-shaped man. Tiny little egg-shaped man. Tiny little egg-shaped man. Egg-shaped man. He's an egg-shaped man. He's a tiny little egg-shaped man. He drives a tiny little egg-shaped tiny little egg-shaped band. Tiny little, tiny little, tiny little, tiny little, tiny little egg-shaped band. Egg-shaped band. Drives an egg-shaped band. He drives around in that band. He's a tiny little egg-shaped man. He's got a tiny little friend named Stan. Tiny little friend named Stan. Tiny little, tiny little, tiny little, tiny little, tiny little friend named Stan. Got a tiny little friend named Stan. They drive around in this van with a tiny little egg-shaped van. He has a tiny little egg-shaped plan. Tiny little egg-shaped plan. Tiny little, tiny little, tiny little, tiny little, tiny little egg-shaped plan. Egg-shaped plan. Egg-shaped plan. Tiny little egg-shaped plan. He drives around in this van with his tiny little friend named Stan.
What kind of dessert does he like?
I'm glad you asked that question. He likes a tiny little egg-shaped plan, a tiny little egg-shaped plan. Tiny little, tiny little, tiny little, tiny little, tiny little egg-shaped plan, egg-shaped plan, egg-shaped plan. He drives around in that van with a tiny little friend named Dan. He drives an egg-shaped van. He loves the egg-shaped plan. He goes to Afghanistan. He has a tiny little egg-shaped plan. He has a tiny little egg-shaped man. He's a tiny little egg-shaped man.
Yeah, it's fun. See, and I write songs about my grandfather getting stabbed in prison. Same,
Spam, spam on gear eating spam.
Oh, shit.
I'm working on a song right now called "Almost Brushed My Hair."
Oh, I've God, I'm trying to remember. I had a bunch of almost cut my hair parodies. Almost took a shit. Almost.
Wow.
Actually, the song I really want to play with you guys, or want to play with anybody. I gotta get this out. So imagine this. It's 1927.
Got it.
And the Yankees have just won the World Series, defeating the St. Louis Cardinals 4-0. The greatest baseball team of all time, arguably. Now, Babe Ruth, as you know, was a great lover of life, and seducer of women, and drinker of liquor, and eater of food. And
Isn't that all redundant?
He
You
had
said
a
life.
famous. He had a favorite Jamaican place in the Bronx that he used to bring the team to after they won. And so he goes there. They go there after the night they win, and he's really wasted, and the family offers to bring him down to the cellar where they make the chicken. They season it, and show him how to do it. So he goes down there, and they're making chicken all night. And 2 days later, the son of the family is arrested on the charge of murder because somebody was murdered that night. But he has an alibi. And they say, "What were you doing?" And he says, "I was jerking in the basement with Ruth." I was jerking in the basement with Ruth. Yeah, yeah, I know it's a lot of build up. Jerking in the basement with Ruth. Yeah, jerking in the basement.
Don't forget your recorder, Brian.
Oh,
Oh,
yes,
yeah,
thank you.
right.
I would have. I've left it places before.
That one needs a little more work.
I like it.